People, Joel Benjamin 528 here. Let's get started. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic. I have a next live coming up after this, so I'm going to be quick. I have to let you know about this Black Swan event that is underway. Now, if you don't know what a Black Swan event is, it's one of those where they say unexpected event, but we know better, right? We know better. So, bear with me. I'm going to get into this. I'm going to show you, have you see what I see and give you the breakdown. Now, I'm not going to lie. I stole, well, not completely stole, but I crafted this title off of spirittools1@gmail.com. For the people who already have gotten the spirittools1@gmail.com, crazy information with early IPOs they were given for that you would want to get into. They narrow it down. They let you know exactly what the deal is. So that's a plus. This is crazy. A lot that's going on. If for those who did not get any information from spirittools1@gmail.com yet, relax. They're gonna get to you. They really haven't been making the people that's been getting over to their priority, because people was only going over there asking for a discount. So, which they were already getting it at a discounted price. spirittools1@gmail.com. That's spirittools1@gmail.com. Make sure you let them know Joel Benjamin 528 referred you. Let's go get on with this show. Let me start moving at a little fast pace here. So earlier today I did a live stream. Of course, my live, whatever it is to do, is messing up. So anyway, the White House is briefing TikTok stars about war in Ukraine, about the war in Ukraine. It's not only the TikTok stars that are getting briefed as well. It's the YouTubers, the tweeters, and the Facebookers. Alright. So basically I placed some of this video so you could see from each one. And how does this tie into the Black Swan event? You'll see.
So I just got off of a Zoom call with the White House about the situation in Ukraine. A number of other content creators on social media and myself were invited to this event, which was on background, meaning that we couldn't record or take pictures, but we can discuss what we learned from it. Now, there was definitely a lot discussed, but in this video, I'm going to go over the specific question that I got to ask, the answer to it, and my thoughts on their response. And as a quick piece of context, a lot of the people there ask questions based off of the content they create and what they feel their audience might want to know. So that informs the question that I personally asked. So this was my question. Many people from marginalized communities in the United States have become dejected regarding the situation because there's an imbalance of coverage and assistance given to the Ukraine-Russia crisis compared to other occupations, invasions, and attacks throughout the world, some of which have U.S. involvement. What incentivizes these Americans to be in strong support of the U.S., giving high levels of attention and direct aid against the Russian invasion, as we feel there isn't enough attention on related issues in other places throughout the world and right here in the United States? First, I'll try to give a direct summary of what they said, which can be divided into 4 different points. According to them, one reason that this crisis is specifically notable is because of the size of the invasion, which is the largest since World War II. Second, they acknowledge that this coverage imbalance exists for crises throughout the world and encourage us as content creators to use our platforms to highlight different issues as they arise, especially when mainstream media fails to do so.
So stop right there. The largest since World War II. First off, a lot of these people that's going to be on YouTube, and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram. They've been vetting, not even vetting, they've been watching people like us, influencers. And the ones that don't get down with the program, they've been shadow banned. That's why they picked a select few. This war in the Ukraine, like he said, one of the answers they gave is this is the biggest since World War II. Guess what? They're letting you know there is going to be a World War III. This, from the time I see them openly come at the creators, I know for a fact this is the Black Swan event coming to play. Some of y'all might say, what is a Black Swan event? Joel Benjamin 528. That is so-called, quote-unquote, unexpected events that could shift the balance as we know it in a horrible way.
Hey folks, so I just had the pleasure of joining a White House briefing with a senior official from the National Security Council. And I want to talk to you about what America is doing to help Ukraine, because it's important to spread accurate information here. And let me just quickly say, as someone who has family in Ukraine, I am very grateful for what America has done thus far. So first off, the United States has provided a significant amount of militaristic as well as humanitarian aid to Ukraine.
All right, so you see he's shilling for the U.S. now and Ukraine. Look at the next one.
Here are the three most important bits of the White House briefing that me and a bunch of other creators just attended. First, if Russia uses chemical, biological, or nuclear weapons in Ukraine, the United States will take escalatory steps. We don't know exactly what that means, but it won't be good for Russia. Second, Russian troops are not happy with their own invasion, and it's really impacting Russia's ability to make progress in this.
Shilling again. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I could go through more, but I had to show you there's a propaganda that's going on, that's being derived. But let me tell you something. This Black Swan event, they're going to blame it on a number of things. Putin, the war, and if Putin don't really go that hardcore and give in and give them a reason, because they are provoking Putin and Russia. Biden and, I shouldn't even said his name, Byron, gotta call him his code word, because YouTube shadow banning. So Byron and the US is provoking this dude, okay? And Russia and NATO is provoking the whole of NATO. Alright, let's just leave it as that. So one of the things they're going to blame it on is this war taking place. The next thing they are going to come with is EMP bombs. Everybody's looking out for nuclear or bioweaponry warfare. And that is far from the truth, people. EMP weapons could wipe out electric grid, impacting cars, water, and cell phone. Alright, let's play it. Wait a minute, do I have to refresh this? Yes, I do, because I don't know why it wasn't on pause. Bear with me, people. Again, the ills of going live. Think they're going to play a commercial. They got to get paid. Let them get paid. So, here we go. Yeah, commercial. So anyway, in the meantime, once that's finished, we have to be vigilant. I told you to get your Faraday bags. How many of y'all got the Faraday bags? No one, I bet. No one. Listen to this. Wait, what's going on here? There we go. Sorry about that, people.
Imagine your car won't start, no water comes out of your faucet, and you can't use your cell phone. Well, Channel 2's Dave Huddleston learned that is a very real threat for us, and that's exactly what an electromagnetic pulse weapon, or EMP, can do.
An EMP attack could happen with nuclear weapons or without. Here in Georgia, there are plenty of potential targets, from Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport to the Port of Savannah to the nuclear reactors at Plant Vogtle.
Yeah, take a proper
Turning on
listen.
your faucet, but no water comes out. Your lights won't turn on. Your cell phone won't work, and you can't log into your bank account.
I ain't worked this hard for nothing, for somebody just zap my money.
It sounds like a plot from a scary sci-fi movie, but it could actually happen.
We'll be like the cave people.
Have you ever heard of the term an electromagnetic pulse?
Not that I heard.
Most people we talked with have never heard of electromagnetic pulse weapons, or EMPs, but Peter Pry has.
Electromagnetic pulse is basically a super energetic radio wave. It's got so much energy in it that it can destroy electronics.
Pry is a leading expert on EMPs. He's executive director of the EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security and chair of the Congressional EMP Commission. Electromagnetic pulses happen naturally as solar flares, like this one NASA captured on video in October of last year. But man-made EMPs can be used as weapons. Pry says a detonated EMP over North America would destroy our way of life without physically harming you.
The EMP itself would pass harmlessly through your body, just like a radio wave. You wouldn't even know it. But then when you go to try to start your car or turn on the faucet in your home, and the refrigerator doesn't work,
an EMP would knock out all electricity, no cars, and no utilities. The U.S. has EMPs, but so do China, North Korea, and Russia. Pry says the crisis in Ukraine and Russian President Vladimir Putin's thirst for war makes him nervous.
if they hit us with a super EMP weapon and combine it with cyber attacks and other things, they could win World War III because our electronics are our Achilles heel.
He says the EMP task force is pushing Congress to make all utility companies beef up the security of their power grids against EMPs and cyber attacks. But so far, little progress.
There are 2,000 electric utilities in the United States, and most of them are just against doing anything. They don't want to protect against cyber or EMP because it's going to cost them money.
When we asked Georgia Power about EMPs, they referred us to a group they work closely with, the Edison Electric Institute.
We are very prepared against all hazards.
No, you're not.
Aronson with EEI
Stop
says
capping.
last year, electric utilities spent $140 billion upgrading power grids and preparing for hazards, including EMPs.
As simple as shielding power electronics, having spare equipment in case they are damaged by an electromagnetic pulse, and then certainly working with our government partners to deter.
Isla Thomas says Washington needs to do more to make sure utility companies and other vulnerable industries are protecting us.
I need to go up there and voice my opinion to Washington and let them know how I feel.
Peter Pry says the federal government should require
Come on, almost done. Stop skipping. Let's go.
the electric utilities to do more to prepare for EMPs. He says Russia and China already hardened their electric grids against EMPs. Back to you.
You heard that? They already guarded Russia and China already guarded their electro grids from EMPs. So why America haven't done it yet? And y'all still won't stock up on canned goods. Y'all, when I was telling y'all about this in 2020, y'all was getting mad at me. A lot of y'all, when I told you if this dude that's in office now take office, this will go into shizniks. Let's call it like that. I warned y'all. Everything I'm saying, I already showed with Byron getting up there, talking about there will be a food shortage. It's already a food shortage. He said it's going to get worse. When you are not able to feed your children, that is a horrible feeling. And y'all still ain't catching on. What will happen when you open the freezer and fridge and notice it's not working and all your food spoiled? Are you stupid or are you stupid? Which one? And there's going to be a huge system crash. That's why I dealt with the spirittools1@gmail.com information. Because like I said, they just throw the information out there. I had to research, well, why they said this, why they said that. Okay? spirittools1@gmail.com. Let them know Joel Benjamin 528 referred you. That's spirittools1@gmail.com. Spirittools1, Spirittools, the number one @gmail.com. Because some of y'all the dictators out there going to them when they're not even trying to give you the information like that no more. Yeah, when they embarrass me, as much as I told you, don't embarrass me. Let them know Joel Benjamin 528 referred you. And you will get a discount. Do not go there asking these people for extra discounts. They're not going to do it. Anyway, now, one of the next things they are going to do, alright, be mindful. They are going to come with a large solar flare attack. This one they don't have any control of. Now you see when they said what happened in October, NASA was tweaking. There is a strong possibility, and for all those that got crypto, y'all should have got your hard wallets already and your EMP bags. Yeah, which is the Faraday bag. Excuse me. Let me put it in the term you'll understand. The Faraday bag to protect your Nano Ledger X or your Descent wallet from EMP waves. So a large solar storm could knock out the power grid and the internet. An electrical engineer explains how. This is since March 2022. I've been telling y'all this since how many years ago? And really kicked it up in 2019 and really kicked it up even stronger in 2020. Alright? Geomagnetic storms. This is 100% real and plausible. They're going to blame it. If this happens, they have, I don't care how strong they fortify it. We're done. You have to stock up now. You have to invest your money properly now. Go to BlackRock. BlackRock's Moore says stock investors can win during inflation. Now, how is that possible? Why would Kate Moore says BlackRock could win during inflation? Okay, let's see. This is May 13th. Stock investors can profit even when inflation is causing broad markets to tumble by carefully choosing companies to buy, according to Kate Moore of BlackRock Inc. It's right there. They're letting you know. Remember, this is a form. Now I'm going to get spiritual with it. This is a form of spiritual warfare. I know you're probably going to say, well, what is he talking about? That's crazy. What they're doing is a technique that's part of the lesser keys of Solomon, where they have to let you know what is happening. They're putting you on guard. They're letting you know, listen, you can't survive this if you invest in the right stocks. That's why I beg spirittools1@gmail.com. And I got the whole link through my nephew. And I worked this out for y'all. And everything people got, any course from spirittools1@gmail.com, we've been on point. Always. We've been on point on everything that we learned from spirittools1@gmail.com. So for the people who haven't got up on it yet and gone there and really embarrassing me, it's sad. It's really sad. But you know what? Let's move on. Let me play some of this.
Vladimir Putin appeared to climb down on Monday from Russia's objections to Sweden and Finland joining NATO, saying Moscow had no issues with them entering the U.S.-led military alliance.
I want to inform you, dear colleagues, that Russia has no problem with those states. It hasn't. So in this regard, expansion by the addition of those countries poses no direct threat for us. But the expansion of military infrastructure into this territory would certainly provoke our response. What that will be, we will see what threats are created for us.
The comments appear to mark a major shift in rhetoric. Moscow for decades has cast NATO expansion as a direct threat to Russia's security.
Which is a fact. So what is he up to? Putin sees no threat from NATO expansion, warns against military buildup. So why is he changing his tune? Listen, people, this is all a show. You want to get yourself in order now. There is a food shortage that's going to get worse. Anybody that's been following me for the longest, I was crying this constantly, video after video, since 2020. I told you this day would come. They have to trick you into joining the ritual. If not, they will not win. Let's shift gears. We're going to get back to Russia soon. Coinbase sued by customers who lost untold millions to little-known crypto project. Let me tell you, they talk all that trash about XRP, but Coinbase have no problem putting on these other cryptos, okay, which it's failing horribly and having people lose lots of money. Alright, so I just went through this just to show you that what's going on is these cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase, they are going to be the new banks. If you have crypto on these exchanges, take your crypto off now. How many times I have to tell you? I've been on here crying this out since 2020 as well. Oh, you stupid! Oh, you stupid! Anybody that's seen a live stream from me will know I've been telling you this, and it's now 2022, soon will be 2023, and you still haven't taken your crypto off these exchanges when Coinbase lets you know if they go bankrupt, they're taking your crypto. Huh? How many times I gotta be right, people? Now, for all y'all that can't breastfeed, yes, women, I'm talking about you. America is running out of baby formula because 3 companies control the market and babies aren't that profitable. Since when? Since when babies aren't that profitable, people? Let me know. See, this they're coming with giving you some truth, yet pushing FUD. Yet still pushing FUD. Let's see what they got to say. More than 40% of baby formula is currently out of stock in the U.S. Already told y'all why. Already played the Fox News clip. But let's see what else they come with. The shortage began in February when Similac powder formula was pulled off shelves by Abbott. The recall was prompted after 2 infants died and others were hospitalized. Oh, really? I wonder why. It's been hard to replenish stocks due to ongoing supply chain issues throughout the pandemic. Now, that is half true. One of the reasons why the baby formula, and you know what? Let me stop giving you doom and gloom, because people call me a fearmonger. I'm going to give you the source on what to do. You better go start buying you barley now. You see, they saying babies ain't because it's not that profitable. You see, they're saying babies ain't that profitable. Listen to me. Start buying your barley and start buying something called Nestum. I'm telling you now, you do not stock up on that. Your baby will be looking like this, because it's coming. I'm going to do it in real time for you. Because y'all just don't get it. Y'all don't understand. So I got to show y'all what it really look like. Okay? I got to show y'all what the real deal is. Alright? I'm going to show you what it look like when babies are hungry. Look at this picture right here. Look how skinny she is. And yet the baby's still trying to get milk. Y'all think this can't happen? Huh? You damn dedictors. How many times I gotta keep on keeping on? Why should I even care anymore? When clearly y'all don't care. I just gave you a source. Buy yourself some of the powdered barley and stock up on that now, along with the Nestum. I'm giving y'all West Indian style stuff. And you gonna boil that sucker and give it to your babies. That's what I've been giving my daughter the whole time when she was a baby. And with the little breast milk that she could have gotten, that she was able to get. Not could have, that she was able to get. Okay? This is serious, people. This is very close to America. We're in a crisis. Farmers sound the alarm over coming food shortage. And this is what's killing me. They keep saying it's coming. The food shortage is already here. They're using up the reserves. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. These are the Black Swan events that will surely bring the market
Black
down.
Farmers Association with us from Virginia. Good to see you, sir. I appreciate it. How close are we to major dislocations in America's food supply?
We're in a crisis right now in America as far as the food chain goes and what's going on with the American farmer in this country. As you just spoke about the wetlands up in Illinois and the surrounding states that haven't been able to get a plow and a planter in the field, they're going to lose a lot of production there. The war in Ukraine and what's going on with Russia, we're taking out pretty much a whole region of the world that's not going to be able to produce corn, wheat, and soybeans. We're going to see a lot of empty shelves and a lot more higher prices. For those people who haven't been to the grocery store lately, the prices are already rising.
What's up with my audio? Can y'all hear good? Is the audio really that bad? Is the audio really that bad?
and they're going to continue to go up. For the first time in my 39-year career as a farmer, I'm paying $5.63 for a gallon of diesel fuel, $900 a ton for fertilizer, all-time high prices for soybean seeds. And this is a time where America needs to pay attention to what's going on to farmers, because you may not need a doctor or a lawyer or something like that, but you need a farmer every day. Not finished, I'm eating dinner somewhere. So we need food, and this, I want to say this because I think it's very important. Farming isn't Republican, it isn't Democratic, it isn't independent, it's food. Land is neutral. My grandfather said land knows no color, doesn't know any.
All right. Okay. So, with that being said, let's move on. Reuters, as sanctions bite Russia, fertilizer shortage imperils world food supply. I don't even need to read this whole thing. I just put it on here to show you. Remember, I already told y'all there's a water shortage as well. I already told you. In California, they're guarding the water supply. Something is going to happen. People, it's going to come. This right here should be a wake-up call. Senator Haggerty confronts Biden administration on failure to seriously address fertilizer shortage. It's all right here. This ain't me. I tell y'all all the time, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just bringing y'all the information. Y'all can get mad all you want. Here we go again. The worst of the stock market crash may be yet to come, according to Wall Street's fear gauge signals. Come on, people. This is Forbes. This is Forbes. So again, don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling y'all like it is. It's here. And y'all better contact me for some of them teas to help suppress your appetite. Because y'all gonna need it. Y'all gonna need it. And the reason why I started going into this even more, I seen spirituals1@gmail.com had an early IPO stock to deal with when it comes to fertilizer, and I didn't get it. You see what BlackRock, for y'all don't know who BlackRock is, I already did a live stream on that. Y'all need to start doing your own research when I give you certain information. BlackRock owns everything. Okay? And they're on there telling you, oh, you can win, but you got to know what to invest in. So, y'all contact spirittools1@gmail.com and you let them know Joel Benjamin 528 referred you. You let them know that. Because they're the ones that I seen only showing Black Swan event. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me start looking into this Black Swan even more. And then I seen this. I've seen this. Alright? Let me make it bigger for you so y'all could see. Let me help y'all out here. Browse from individual. There we go. Let's do a slideshow. Y'all could see that? Alright? Black Swan events. Short-term crisis, long-term opportunities. And you're seeing the different years. Do I need to make this bigger for y'all? So be it. There it is. Okay? They're showing you from since October 1973, the different crises. Black Monday, October 13th, 1987. That's one right there. What's the next one? Global financial crisis, October. You see how why October keep coming up? Look at one here, October 1979. Y'all not seeing a trend here. Look at the chart. Okay? The global financial crisis. We know what happened in 2008. Look at this one. February 18th, 2011. Okay? This one, they want to blame on Libya. So if we go here, Israeli, look. 1973, October 1973, October 29th, 1973. Let me say it right. Israel-Arab War, oil embargo. Then we have October 15th, 1979. Iranian hostage crisis. Then we have here October 13th. See, we're gonna keep on seeing October, by the way. October 13th, 1987. Black Monday. Then, of course, here we got January 1st, 1991. First Gulf War. Then, of course, we got September 10th, 2001, 9/11 attack. Then we have on January 14th, 2003, we have the SARS outbreak. Then on October 9th, 2007, the global financial crisis. That was a big one. February 18th, 2011, they blame it on Libya. Intervention in Libya. Brexit vote. This one happened to June 8th, 2016. People. Then last one, our favorite, you know, can't say it on YouTube, the bleep, the vid, the Ronas. Alright? What is next? And as you can see, this is put together by New York Life Investment, Visual Capitalists. Alright? Market in a minute. This is not me, people. They're putting the information out here for you. You choose not to follow up. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Don't ever say I'm not the source.